One peaceful afternoon, as the soft sunlight faded over the porch of an old wooden house, a young man approached his grandfather, the man who had raised him throughout his childhood. His eyes were filled with doubt and concern. "Grandpa, how do I know the true value of my life? Sometimes I feel like I'm worth so little." The elderly man smiled gently without saying a word. Slowly, he opened a worn wooden drawer and took out an old wristwatch, dulled with age. The metal was no longer shiny. The leather strap was frayed and the glass was scratched. He carefully placed it into the young man's hand and said, "This is the watch I wore for over 40 years. Now take it to the flea market. If anyone asks for the price, tell them you're not selling. But ask how much they would offer. Then come back and tell me what they said." The young man nodded, carefully held the old watch, and headed to the crowded market. The bustle of street vendors, the chatter of people, and the aroma of street food overwhelmed him a bit. He approached a second-hand stall and handed the watch to the owner. The man glanced at it, frowned, then shook his head. "Too old. $5 is the best I can offer for this." The young man nodded, thanked him, and returned to tell his grandfather what had happened. The old man remained calm, unsurprised. "Now take this watch to a vintage watch shop and do the same thing." This time, the young man entered a shop in the town center, filled with classic, well-preserved timepieces. Warm lighting reflected off antique wall clocks and pocket watches. The shopkeeper, an old man with a magnifying lens, picked up the watch, inspected it closely, and widened his eyes in amazement. "This is a limited edition Swiss model from the 1960s. Still working, too? I'll give you $500. Will you sell it?" Stunned, the young man thanked him and rushed home to tell his grandfather, excitement bubbling in his voice. But his grandfather only nodded gently. "There's one last place. Take the watch to the city's horology museum. Show it to them." For the final time, the young man entered an elegant and solemn space. Antique watches were displayed in glass cases under precise lighting. The curator, a historian of timepieces, received the old watch with gloved hands. After a thorough inspection, he looked up, visibly moved. "Did you know? This is one of only 10 left in the world. It belongs to a rare collection by a renowned craftsman. We're willing to offer $50,000 for it." The young man was speechless. He couldn't believe that this worn, faded watch held such incredible value. Upon returning home, he threw his arms around his grandfather and said, overwhelmed, "Grandpa, I never imagined that old watch was worth so much." His grandfather smiled warmly, his eyes radiating wisdom and kindness. "You see, to some an object may seem worthless, but to others it can be priceless. Life is the same. There are places where you will be undervalued, people who won't understand or appreciate you. But when you're in the right place, among those who truly see you, your worth will shine." Placing his hand on the boy's shoulder, his tone grew firm yet tender. "Never let others define your worth. Choose where you belong carefully, and you will realize you were always valuable." Final message. Your life's worth isn't found in how others judge you, nor in what you appear to be. It lies in where you choose to place yourself, among those who truly see, understand, and value you. Don't be a $5 watch in a noisy market. Be the $50,000 treasure in the eyes of those who know your true value.